Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really special to me as it is about the very first listings in my Etsy shop. And because of this, I wanted to make this video a little bit different and a little bit special. And I wanted to have my face on camera again. I think the very first video that I did for my channel, my face was on camera just to add that little personal touch. I really like seeing the faces of the people, behind the crafting videos that I watch. So I thought this would be a good way to talk about my very first Etsy listing. And I'm sure that's why you probably clicked on this video because the title will be that my first Etsy listings are live. So another reason why I wanted to talk to you guys face to face, as it were, was because I had a lot of technical difficulties with Etsy getting these books up, which is why it has been so long since I've talked about adding Etsy listings or making books available and actually doing it. So I actually shot this flip through a while ago, and I sat down to edit the video, making sure that the video was right so that I could then post the listings on Etsy and they could go up simultaneously. And then there were technical issues with the video, and it became clear that I was going to have to reshoot the entire video. So that was glitch number one. Then after a while, I decided, you know what, I'm going to put the books up on Etsy. Then I will reshoot the video and add up the video because, I'm very unknown. The chances of them selling when I put them up is minuscule, like impossible. So they're already live as you are watching this. In my time, I listed them yesterday, so the day before filming this. So back to the technical difficulties. So I decided to post them, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm going to post them. And another reason why I delayed is because in my head it's like, oh, I don't understand how all of this stuff works. There's tax, there's the business side, there's just so many moving parts. But you'll talk yourself out of anything. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to learn as I go. I'm going to do it. I'm a smart person. I can figure this out. I'm just going to jump in. So I sit down and I write out the whole listing, and Etsy says, sorry, we can't publish your listing. Try again later or contact Etsy support, which I did. And they said it was an issue from their end and they're working on it. I tried multiple times over multiple days. I used different browsers. I followed their troubleshooting and it didn't work. And I was getting extremely frustrated. And then I decided to try, in a last-ditch effort, some of the advice that I'd gotten was try a different device. And I was trying to upload from my laptop, from the desktop site, because to me that seemed easier than trying to do it from my phone. But then I decided, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the site. Maybe I should just try a different device. So I took my phone, went onto my Etsy app, saw that you can download an Etsy seller app, which I did, and I went through the whole process on the Etsy seller app, and lo and behold, it published. So that's another reason why I wanted to talk about this, is if you are someone who is trying to list something on Etsy for the first time, or you're having some issues, try a different device. If you're on your desktop or laptop and it's not working, use the Etsy seller app on your phone. And it might be much easier and it will actually work. So that long story aside, today I'm going to show you the books that are available in my Etsy store. I think I will try to flip through them pretty fast, maybe put some music on it and not talk too much because I don't want this video to be too long. But before I do that, I will put a timestamp. If you are not interested in any of the things that I have to say about this and you just want to see the books, I will put a timestamp that you can just skip and look at the flip throughs of the books. Just a few more updates before I go into the flip through. The ideas or plan for the channel, what is ahead, is that I do not want to make any more books to sell before the ones that are in the store have sold. It might take a while. I don't know. Maybe I'll be really lucky and someone will, grab them, pretty soon. Or they might not sell at all. It's kind of a, a toss up to see how that goes. So I won't be making that many journals to sell as of right now. I'm thinking about opening up the custom listing spot in Etsy. I know that you can do that, and you can also open a reserve spot. So I'm going to figure that out, and I'm going to make those available. So I will be available and willing to do custom books and then reserved books, so that I know that if I make it, it's already sold. It will already be going to a new home. So yeah, we'll see how these do in the store. But for my YouTube channel, I obviously want to continue to make content. So some of the ideas that I have is I want to make my own personal journal. Again, I want to make myself a new journal and start journaling again. I think it will just help. I have a lot going on. We have our own online teaching business. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I have this business that I'm trying to grow. We have so many things going on in our lives, and I think it would just really benefit me if I can start journaling again, get some stuff off my mind. So for mental health reasons, and also just to be creative, just make some fun spreads. So I'm thinking of making my own personal journal here on the channel, so you can follow along with how I make my book. And then I will have some journal with me's. And then I will also have some other craft with me's where I make ephemera for books, use some stuff up that I have. And then I also want to do a video for beginners talking about supplies that you would really need, because I'm having to build up my supply almost from scratch, because all of the supplies that I had sent over from when I was living in Korea, I had boxes shipped back and they disappeared. So 4 or 5 boxes of supplies are just gone. So things that I don't have anymore. So I have to kind of think on my feet and be creative. I was able to replace a lot, but a lot was lost. So we're thinking about making a video where I talk about what are the essential supplies that you need if you want to start making journals and junk journals. And of course, it's easier if you make a true junk journal, because then you can just use whatever you have. So I want to make a video about that. And also like easy DIY journals to start you off. And then also I am planning on making digitals for my shop as well. So those are things that I hope to share here on the channel. If there is anything that you would like to see or looking forward to, or you find that other crafters don't really talk about that you want me to make a video about, please leave a comment down below and I will be happy to do so. Okay, so now that all of that is out of the way, let's jump to the journals. I will put the name that each journal is listed under on the screen so you can see what the journal's name is, and I will also put the link for my store and each individual listing down below should you be interested. Thank you so much for being patient with me, and let's get into the flip through. Okay, so here we have 3 journals that are now available on my Etsy store. So this one is listed as a vintage writing journal. This one is completely blank, completely plain. It will not come with any ephemera. It doesn't have any decorations on the pages. It's just really full of pages. You can see, you can definitely add ephemera and stuff, but I think it will get fat really quickly. So this one is more focused on being a writing journal. Then this one I listed as a green garden journal. It has a garden green theme, but you can use it for whatever you want, but it is very garden-esque. And then this one is very spring themed. So these 2 will come with ephemera. This one actually not so much ephemera as a few pieces of extra fabric that I have that kind of match the journal's insides. This one comes with a huge pack of ephemera that you can use inside the journal. This one's very decorated inside. This one is quite plain inside. but like I said, comes with a lot of ephemera. So with that being said, let's start with the flip through. Okay, so I think from here on out, I am going to put some music up, and maybe speed the video up a little because, like I said, I don't want it to be too long. Okay, let's go. Okay, so there we have the 3 books. Oh, and I forgot to show you the ephemera. Well, not really ephemera, but just a few pieces of dyed fabric and dyed paper in this piece of fabric. This is the same one I used to sew the text block to. So that matched the journal, and that will go in here, in this little envelope, and we'll be going with this one. Okay, so those are the 3 books. They are live in my Etsy store as of right now. So if you're interested, I will leave the link down below. Thank you so much for your patience, for coming to my channel, checking it out, and supporting what is a very new endeavor. So thank you, everyone. Until I see you again next time. Bye.